All throughout life, we must make decisions on whether we want to be selfless or selfish. We can easily think of any kind of situation in mind where those in hierarchies of power have displayed acts of selfishness that seem almost inhumane, and recognize that there are strategies imposed by external forces onto us that guide us towards living a life that is selfish. So today's intention is to highlight 4 strategies and dive deeper into each one of these in terms of how to illuminate them within our own lives so that we can put up our shields and block them. Number 1, weaponizing fear. Need I say more? Look around, talk to people, and you will feel the fear that is deep within them. So how is fear weaponized against us in order to get us to act in ways that are focused solely on ourselves and not our fellow man? Well, think about it. When there's fear in the picture, oftentimes this leads to a root feeling of lack. There's a lack of resources. There's a lack of adequate health. There's a lack of you name it. The danger of the weaponization of fear is that it can be imposed onto us, and then we can impose it onto others without our conscious recollection of doing so. We may be so fearful in the deepest roots of who we are, and talking to our friends, our families, our audiences online, we can be spilling that onto you all without really thinking about it or trying to do so. So what is the best defense against the weaponization of fear? Well, in my opinion, we can begin with acceptance. So what if this fearful statement that's thrown your way is true? Then what happens? Does life go on? Does life not go on? What is the worst that can happen? What are we truly most fearful of? Now, each of us may have our own unique answers, but in the most simplest of terms, they're often not that complicated. There are 6 basic fears that could be triggering anyone. Either it's fear of poverty, fear of criticism, fear of ill health, fear of loss of love of someone, fear of old age, and fear of death. Now, the best way of actually coming to terms with all of these is to imagine in our minds, what is it about each one of these that truly rattles us to the core? Whatever you need to do to come to terms with each of these 6 basic fears, do it, because that way you can have a shield around this external projection of fear that's coming your way that oftentimes is rooted back to one of these 6 basic fears. Number 2, we have the creation of hierarchies. The important part of hierarchies is the mode of comparison. When there's an elevation, or at least there's an added dimension to the mix, this leads for more basis to compare. Compare ourselves to others and others to each other. This way, we can zero in on specific attributes, qualities, characteristics, behaviors, etc. And we can use these to see who is better, who's worse, who's deserving. And the problem with creating hierarchies is that it forms a holier than thou mindset, oftentimes in a non-meritocratic way, meaning the people that are looking from the top down oftentimes didn't get there because they deserved it. Now, does this mean that we have to punish those at the top or condemn anyone? Of course not. We're here to rattle the mix and bring everyone to an equal state, because we're all humans at the end of the day, and even zooming out from there, we're all life, we're all awareness, we're all matter. It doesn't get any more united than that. Oftentimes, whenever there's hierarchies, it makes us want to push each other down so we can get a ladder up. It's like the crabs in the bucket. We want to bring someone else down because they don't deserve it. They deserve to be at the bottom of the barrel with us. So long as we are doing what is best for all, then we don't need to worry about rigid hierarchies that have been imposed since before our time. These were the first 2 of 4 basic strategies that are imposed to bring humanity to focus on ourselves as opposed to the greater whole. Both of these points can dive much, much deeper, but I wanted to stay at the surface level for now and try to flourish some thoughts within you. So share me a comment down below. Let's do what we know needs to be done. Thank you, thank you, thank you.